Alright, so we're here with Noah's 2023 Yz125, and even though this thing looks brand new, there's about 50 hours on this top end, give or take, and it's about time for a rebuild. This bike is completely stock. Probably do need a new rear tire. We're riding on the road quite a bit. Before I tear this thing down, go check out our new Instagram that we just made, and you'll get to see a bunch of bonus footage and stuff before it comes out. You can also go subscribe to my other channel where I'll be posting racing content in the summer. The thing is on there. So as you can tell, this thing was running a bit rich. Once it gets warmer out, we'll actually dial this thing in. So we're gonna do a compression test just to see what the thing's at. So we're gonna kick this thing over at wide open throttle. We're at 150 even. I'm just gonna look at this oil real fast, see what it looks like. Not bad. So we're gonna drain the coolant now. Use this Kool-Aid jug. And I did drop it down in there. No big deal. Open the radiator cap. There we go. Just take it out. So as I'm sitting here doing this now, Noah just told me that the new piston and everything came in. So we're gonna get that and then continue. Just trying to get this last bit of coolant out. If you want to get the last bit out, you can just put your mouth on this and blow. The washer is copper, so I can't get it with the magnet. Now all I should have to do is take the motor mount off, this hose, and then take the power valve off, and then these bolts, and it should slide right out. don't want to hit those radiators. Do this in a star pattern so you don't warp the head. Just had to grab a smaller ratchet. Gonna have to put a cheater bar on there. All right, here we go. Grab all these washers. All right, this thing's been running rich for a while now. There's the head. I did look through the exhaust and seen that the cross section is still really good. It's amazing. Everything looks really good down in there, actually. Just seeing this, do you see that little mark right there? I'm gonna have to get a video on that once I get the cylinder out here in a second. So how you know what piston you need to order, it should say it on the back of the cylinder here, but in case it is worn off or something like that, I think it usually says on the piston. I don't know if it's gonna say on this one. Not sure, can't tell because all the carbon. I think you might be able to look at the engine code or something too, so. All right, so now we're gonna take off this power valve cover. Whoa, why is that dirty? That can be good. Yeah, it looks like the gasket here started leaking dirt. So yeah, there was dirt coming in through here, which it doesn't go down in the motor, but it's still getting in like these little. Now we're just gonna pop this off here. There it goes. Now we can get to that fourth and final nut. Just spin all these off. Take this radiator off. So I got this radiator off now. I can just pull it back and get the cylinder off. Just took this little hose off, so now I should be able to just slide this thing up and out. There we go. Good thing we're doing a top end. Holy crap. Look at that. That does not look ideal. Can't really tell what the other side looks like. So there are some grooves in the cylinder. It's a little bit dirtier now because I just sprayed it with brake cleaner and all the oil from the power valves going through, but I'm not sure if it's gonna need a hone or not. I'm gonna figure that out soon. But yeah. All Alright, so I'm about to take the piston out, place down as many little paper towels as I could to keep those circles from going down in the bottom end. There we go. Somehow managed to find that. No, I should just be able to push this out. And there we go. I'm just gonna get this little bearing out of here. So that's getting added to the graveyard. So this is the intake side. Looks pretty bad. And the exhaust side doesn't look as bad. That scratching is just from me. But looks like something might have been going on there. I'm not sure. It's on the other side too. So we got piston rebuild kit straight from Yamaha. It was like $172 or something like that. Comes with everything you could possibly need. Cylinder gasket, power valve gasket, head gaskets, the wrist pin bearing, circlips, piston ring, piston. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. And yeah, there's everything. Comes with the holes pre-drilled, which is nice because I feel like I would have screwed that up somehow. Alright, so we got the bearing here soaking in some oil. Now we're gonna make sure this dot or arrow, depending on what year probably or what bike, I don't know. And make sure that's facing the exhaust. Alright, so we're gonna put this other circlip in, and what you wanna do is you wanna get the opening of this 180 degrees away from the opening. And these are super easy to put in. So I just checked the ring gap, and the minimum that Yamaha says it should be is 20 thousandths of an inch, and we are good. Alright, so I probably should have put this piston ring on first, but it's alright. And this one does not have like a T or anything indicating which side is the top, so it shouldn't matter. I'm going to double check after I do this, but I think it'll be alright. Just going to put it in that little slot there, kind of work its way around. Goes. Alright, so I'm not gonna take the power valves out, but I'm just gonna pop this cover off. See what it looks like. So now I'm just gonna throw this new gasket on and put it back together. So I'm not gonna hone this out because it's still in really good condition and its neck is still plated, so it kind of just screw up the cylinder. So now I'm gonna take some 2-stroke oil and coat the inside. Throw on the cylinder gasket. Now we're gonna take even more 2-stroke oil. Take more 2-stroke oil and Not sure how well you're gonna be able to see this, but there it goes. So these you want to torque down to 22 foot-pounds. However, these nuts you cannot get to. There's one on the other side that's also blocked. So I'm just going to go by feel on those ones, kind of try and get them as even as I can. Just gonna really crank this one down. Pretty good, that feels about right. Should be good. Now we got our 2 new O-ring gaskets. We're gonna put those on. Alright, so now we're gonna throw the head back on. I sprayed it down with brake cleaner, so it should be all clean. Get this out the way. I threw all these brand new washers on. Alright, so these are 20 foot-pounds. Alright. We're gonna tighten those up. Alright, so we're gonna replace this gasket because it was leaking. I couldn't even see some of the oil's going through. Alright, now we're gonna hook up jam the arm with this extension and tighten it so this arm will stop moving. Hopefully there we go. Alright, now we're going to throw the pipe back on. And throw the spark plug back in. Now all that's left is throwing the gas tank on and the seat. Alright, so I threw on these fairing bolts and the gas tank bolt and hooked up the gas line. Now I gotta put the seat on and then it's ready to start. Alright, she's back together. That was all super easy, super simple, not like a 4-stroke. First start. We're gonna test it for spark. Threw a new spark plug in it. Alright, so I finished breaking it in, did a couple heat cycles, then rode it. Definitely has way better compression than it did before. Feels really good. And this thing should rip now, be ready for this summer. And yeah. The last thing we need for Travis's bike to run is gaskets, and they're supposed to get here tomorrow, which will be the day I upload. So that'll be next week's video probably. I kind of made this video a little bit longer and more detailed than when I rebuilt this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And that's all for today's video. See ya.